What's good, everybody? Chris here again. Chris Goes Outdoors. Today in this video, we're going to take a look at the Big Agnes Copper Spur HV UL1. My girlfriend actually picked up this tent for her solo hike. She's hoping to do the long trail in July. So I figured, why not bust it open? We'll do a little setup, initial impression, see how it looks. We got it in the green variety right here. You can also get it in orange. The tent is freestanding and weighs in at a listed 2 pounds 8 ounces. This one weighs in at 2 pounds 7.5 ounces, so just under spec. To give you an idea of the size, I have this Nalgene in my hand right here, and we have the tent itself right here. So this is the tent body, the rainfly as well, and it's inside the stuff sack here. You could definitely compress it more for sure. Just to give you an idea of it non-compressed, it's about yay big. We got the tent poles and stakes in this little sack right here. Typically, if I were hiking, I would keep this on the outside of my bag, this on the inside, but enough talk. Let's set this thing up, see how it looks. So in the event you have never seen any of my other videos, I did a video review of the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL2. I believe it's now referred to as the Copper Spur Classic. And I said that that was probably one of the best bang for the buck tents. Extremely easy to set up, extremely quick to set up. Like, it's almost foolproof to actually get that thing up and running. Really good weight for a 2-person tent. So I expect that this will be just as equally cool in a 1-person variety. This is, of course, the updated HV version. So they did a couple changes. I believe the walls now are a little bit steeper. The doorway is a little different. So we'll get it set up and take a look. It's extremely easy to set this thing up. So we have the rainfly down here. So we'll just set that off to the side real quick. And then we have the actual bottom of the tent itself. You can see right here where I'm holding, it's got the 2 orange sides right here, and that will line up when you're putting the freestanding poles in as well. So this is the bottom of the tent with the orange. We'll reach down here now, grab the freestanding poles. So right here we have the freestanding poles. These flip into place really easy. You can see this pole right here that goes across. On the old model, the classic model that it is referred to now, this pole was actually completely separate, and I'm kind of glad that it's all one piece now. It's all attached to this one pole. It just helps with setup, makes it a little bit easier. It's one less thing to worry about losing to since it's all connected. So we're gonna go ahead, hook this thing right in to the grommets at the bottom of the tent. And you can see they are color coded, so orange and orange. And the other side, on the green version of the tent is maroon. I believe on the orange version of the tent, it's orange at the end and gray down this side. And voila. So we have it almost done. So now we take all the clips on the body here, just snap them into place. I always do this first before I attach this pole right here, because you can kind of see when you attach the clips, it kind of pulls the pole system down a little bit. That way you're not stressing the top a little too much. And then the last thing we do, there's these 2 pullouts on the top, and these just pop into the little end right here, and they snap right in place. So in theory, you could completely leave the tent just like this. Good night, you're not worrying about rain, you'll be good to go. This is the first time I've set this one up personally, and I don't know what that took me, 2 minutes while I was talking to the camera. All right, so now we're gonna take the rainfly. I'll show you how you put the rainfly on here. Very simple again, color coordinated. You have the 2 ends right here where your feet are. They hook in with these little clips right here. So we'll just clip them down, and you can tension them as needed. And then this part right here, a lot of people seem to skip this and just go straight to clipping it down over here. But on the inside of the rainfly here, right in the middle where that crossbar is, there's 2 little pockets here. So this little pocket right here has a hole, and that's to slide that middle pole in. We'll snap that in. And the other side's a little bit more difficult to get in. I find that if I hold on to here and then just pull it a little, you're good to go. So you can see right here, so those little pockets help hold the rainfly on nice and tight. And then we'll flip it over, and then we'll finally clip in the other 2 ends, which are maroon color coded. They also include a little stake bag right here, and all the stakes you would need to fully stake out the tent. So we'll stake out the front here. So we got the front and back staked out. I'll show you now. We got a little bit of Velcro right here, a little bit of Velcro there, and then the zipper right here. We'll give you a little look at the features and stuff of the actual tent itself, get a little close-up of some things as well. So taking a look at the little closure system here, you can see there's a little loop here to stake that out, and you got the clip system right here. Just snaps in, no problem, and you can loosen it, tension it as needed. Has reflective coating right there and reflective coating on the little loops here as well. This right here is in the back of the tent, right between the little points. And that is a little guy out right there, so you can kind of tension it down as needed. And here we are, the back of the tent. You can see no entryway right there. It just stakes out in the back there, but not that big a deal in my opinion. One person tent, you're not really going to need a second door. Then right there, you can see the two guy out points on the top. There is one right there and one right there as well. Is another one on the bottom there. And the tent poles and rainfly go into the grommet there. The rainfly clips down into there. And same for right there on that side. So one of the other features worth mentioning on the head side of the tent, as you can see right here, it has a little lever here. So what this little lever does, it's Velcroed in. You can take that, undo it, flip it up inside if you don't need it, and then Velcro that down. So inside here is a little screen for added ventilation, helps prevent condensation, so always helpful to have that. To open it, you just pop that up, flip this thing down, and then Velcro it in, and you're good to go. You got a little vent there for you. And right here, you can see the front of the tent. One of the big differences on this version is it has a different shaped door. The old one was kind of a rainbow shaped door, and they went with a little different option this time. It's almost like a, I don't know, a D, I guess, a D-shaped door. So this right here is the little tie out to keep the door held back. You can see it works pretty well. It's just a loop on the inside of the tent, and then it hooks onto this little anchor type thing out here. The zippers right here, actually pretty easy to open, one-handed, no problem. Goes up and down without issue. All right, so we got all the doors of the tent rolled up. We've got the two vestibule doors and the actual inner door as well. I have in here a Thermarest NeoAir X-Lite. This is the regular size. Gonna jump in there, see what we got for space. All right, so the pad shifted just a little bit when I got in, so there's maybe 2 inches, maybe a little more of space at the head area. Say realistically, maybe 4 inches of space, so down the end. But on the plus side, I am on an air mattress, and even laying down like this on the air mattress at 6 feet tall, my feet are not touching or even close to touching the netting down this side or the wall on this side. So got plenty of room as far as that goes. So one of the bigger issues I had with another one-person tent that I use on the regular is that the walls are not very they're not very elevated. They just kind of slant up, so you can get condensation on the footbox of your quilt or sleeping bag. I do not see that that would be an issue in here. At 6 feet, I am sitting upright without issue. There's maybe an inch or two of space above my head. If you're anything above 6 feet, maybe 6'1", 6'2", you should be able to make it. Might be kind of close, and that would just be touching the inner fly. Anybody taller than that, especially on an inflatable pad, you may be cutting it close as far as height goes. In here as well, there's also some loops that you can tie some stuff to. I know Big Agnes sells their gear lofts. I've never actually used one or seen one. They also have some of the same pockets, so you can keep stuff off the floor of the tent. They have one pocket here on the side, and there's also one up top here that also has a wire that comes down, so you could use your headphones if you wanted to with that. So yeah, cool tent, nice and versatile. You can pop the rainfly off if you're not expecting bad weather, enjoy the night sky, or pop the rainfly on, batten down the hatches, and survive a rainstorm. They got stakes included, so you can really keep this thing down and lock down with the additional guy lines and stuff. You can pop one door open to the vestibule, let a nice breeze in. Anyways, hope the video was helpful. If it was, consider dropping it a like. If you love the video, consider commenting and subscribing. You can follow me on Instagram at Chris Goes Outdoors. And until next time, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.